Alright, so I learned something. Apparently the stream key is the same every time. I've been stopping to copy and paste it into OBS every single time in settings, but apparently only if you reset it does it actually change. Anyway, so where we last left off, we got this custom accordion component cobbled together from the React Bootstrap accordion with where are you? Sorry. Here we go. Yeah, so instead of using the normal accordion component, what I went ahead and did was, it says 2 concurrent viewers at the start, and then it drops off to 0 every time. I wonder if that's like a fake thing, or if that's like bots. Weird. It's only the second time I've seen that. It's like, oh, someone's actually watching, and then I get a little nervous. Well, whatever. Anyway, so the accordion component, instead of using the normal inner accordion header and body, and the accordion item component, what I ended up doing was just using regular divs with a context-aware toggle based on the code from the React Bootstrap site, but a little bit modified for my needs. So, for example, I've got this here. I've got a better is current event key function because event key, it's not really a function, it's just a, you know what I mean. I have a better way of detecting if the event key is active. And I have chevron up when active and down when inactive. And I wonder if that's kind of backwards. I actually want to, hold on. React Bootstrap, let's look at their, go back to accordion, although I think I'm going to use, yeah, it's down when inactive and up when active. That's so weird. I don't like that. That seems counterintuitive, you know? Or it's saying what it'll do. You click this to pull it back up. But I'd rather it indicates what it is than what it will be. So we're going to fix that. And also, I don't like the up and down. I've seen other accordions on other sites. Best Buy, I think, had a good example where it points to the right when it's closed and then points down when it's open. Right? So there's nothing here. There's nothing open yet. The arrow points to the right to say, hey, there's more over here. You click that. And then when it's down, it's pointing down at what was opened up. So, yeah, so I'm going to switch this to a down when the event key is active, and then right, and right. And I like that better. Yeah, that already makes more sense. Now another thing, we need a little indentation because this, you can't tell what belongs under what right now as it stands. So we need to fix that. But first, I also want to clean up the overall look of this. I actually don't want to give it a white background, now that I think about it. What I do want to do is just compare how it looks here. Yeah. It's a transparent background here, and I might want to just give it this color background so that it's consistent here and here. Or just give this button a transparent background. Yeah, because right now that has the light button color. So, background color, transparent, so we're just going to do this. Background color, transparent. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that way it's just the color behind it, right? The gray here, the white there, and it's only gray here to distinguish from the main. Yeah. So far so good. So, this here toggle. So, children, event key callback. Okay. Key. Okay. Click. Okay. Callback should be event key. This should be use state, and this should pass that. Decorated on click. Yeah. Use accordion button. I want to pass though the value because the callback function is going to be what, in this case at least, what loads the child containers. But that should only do it when active. Can you call this for anything? I want to see something. Is there just a singular accordion context that just manages all accordions? I need to test that. That's the only way I can be sure of what it is I'm thinking here. So let me actually oh. No. They do track separately. Oh. Yeah, those should have the same key. No, they wouldn't have the same key. Damn, I have no way of knowing how this would work in a given... This is just calling this context and getting a list of active keys. But how does it know How does that work exactly? That's... Huh. So it just goes up to the top of... Okay, so it's getting the list of active keys from... Where are you? Within this accordion component. So it's not bothered by other accordions, which means that at any point within this accordion, so if I'm up here, I can also fetch that context and check this event key. And the accordion knows to just apply, based on its context, the hidden value to this div. Whether it's a card, whether it's an accordion item, it knows this div, close it. Or rather, no, not this div. This is the button. This is the header. The div next to this div, so the second div. Oh no, this is accordion.collapse, right? This event key. Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, it's right there. It's looking for a div of the matching event key and closes and opens accordingly. I'm going to do a little science. So you're going to have the same event key. Watch this. Yep. But now, what if accordion? Here's where things get real interesting. Now it gets real interesting. Wait. Okay, so... okay, so it knows... So when you call that context, it goes from there up to the next accordion and asks it, what are my active? And then that accordion controls back down. It passes back down who's based on the event key. So even though this has the same event key as this, and this has the same event key as this, once you're inside this other accordion tag, it's a different context. So it is properly scoped. So that's good. That's nice. Okay, scope applies here. Not scope like Rails scope, scope like the abstract computer science concept of scope, but yeah, so scope is a factor. That's good to know. That's real good to know. Yeah. Yeah. So I can pass a callback. Yeah. Yeah. And then in that callback, I'd want to. So what I'm going to want to do then. Event key callback. Children. Child elements. Okay, so I mean that's kind of the same. I'm gonna make that a util function. Form data helper, response helpers, accordion helpers, context helpers. Context helpers? Should I make it a broad context helpers in case I encounter other contexts like accordion context? Yeah, context helpers. And that'll include accordion context. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, return. Okay. Return. Okay. Except this. I wonder. I wonder if that would work. I just got to thinking I would pass the active event key and the event key as parameters to this function. But maybe I only have to pass the event key, and depending on where this function is called from, we'll have to see. I mean, fortune favors the bold. Don't need any of that, or any of that. You don't need that. You don't need that even. No, we do need that. Event key string. Don't need that. Context aware toggle. Function. Yeah. Okay. If it works from here, I was considering writing a function wherein you'd pass both the context and the key, but what if you only have to pass the key and you can get the context from there, depending on where you call the function from? It does appear to work. Does appear to work. Okay. So that means we can safely pass our callback and just call is accordion key active on that key. Beautiful. So cross that bridge when we get to it, but now it's laid out for us. So let's work on some CSS. Let's make, first of all, hold on. This text is all loosey-goosey, and this needs to be clickable in the first place. Actually, it should be a link, but that's a separate matter. Equals, yeah, if I recall correctly, what I decided was Warehome, not ERD, not ERD. Get back, get out of here. Yeah. Categories and subcategories. Categories will be clickable as well. Yeah. So when you click categories and subcategories, they get populated up here. And of course, you'll have your list of items. When you click a container, categories will be managed from the admin. Containers created from the user dashboard. When you click container, you go to the container display page. That'll show the same list of items, but also your container information above. And also the same category selection. And the item page is just, the item page. Right. So, container. So, there we go. Now, we need to make that link a little not shitty looking. So. How do we want to do that? Display flex style, display flex. So this is sort of the accordion item. And this is accordion header. So style stuff. Back item. Style stuff. Left nav. Back. Header. Right? And from there we can style this up. We'll remove that. And go to here. Left nav. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. And let's just get a feel for the outlines of things here. Yeah, it's looking good. So far, so good. Oh my goodness, yeah. I really gotta fix that indentation, because that is confusing to read, but it's really already, that is leaps and bounds ahead of what it was just a half an hour ago. Okay. So. Heading left. Yeah. Oh! Goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's already so much more readable. That was brilliant. Let's style up this link though. I don't like the look of it. No, we have to link to the container, but do we also want a container through the container? I have to go to the container. Yeah, I think we're going to get to the point where we're loading containers by tonight. Let's see. 0.5 Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Because we don't want to go too deep and have to be unreadable. And how does it read on here? Point 0.5 might be too subtle. Happy medium? Happy medium is happy. I'm happy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the move. Yeah. Yeah, nice little... Now... I was thinking about having one of those things where... I think WinDiff might have it. Not WinDiff. WinDiff? One of those. You know, where you got the line coming down, and so you'd have a line like so, you know? Little lines coming down. I mean, that's like Windows UI type shit. Yeah. Right now, and because it's a web UI, this is crisp and clean. I just want to remove these underlines, maybe change the color of the link, but right now, we're already leaps and bounds. 30 minutes. Most of that was spent flapping my gums. Already leaps and bounds. Now, do we want... just a little something. Just a little something. Nah, it's ugly. Okay, let's see even if we make it not so. No. 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 Nope, 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 nope. Not doing that. Nope. Don't like it. Not one bit. Not even a little. Okay, so got that. Got that. Got. Nav header. A. I like it. As far as colors go, though, I'm kind of fine with it. I kind of want to make it black and some other color. Black and nah. Nah. I mean, it's kind of a blue and white UI. It's very straightforward blue and white UI. Very crisp. We want to keep a simple color palette. Blue, white, light gray, black. It's not very branded, but like, do I really need to go pick out a color palette for this? I kind of just want to make it work. We could go. Oh, I can't generate again? Yeah, I mean, I can make a color palette and like, oh, make this that color, and the links that. Inspect. Sorry, not inspect. Copy. Background. Do that. You know. Ba, ba, ba. Right, and then go up here and I mean, could I? Could I do that? Have my own little color palette. And of course this as well. Oh. That's weird. Oh no, no, wait, no. Hmm. Well, anyway, you get the point. I could override all these variables with my own colors and whatnot. I think the way Bootstrap does it, all I would have to do is define some other SCSS file, just override the variable values, and then I just get my own colors that way, and they're applied consistently throughout. I just override all the color variables. But I mean, do I really need to? I think this is fine. Oh, I might like this to be black. I don't know. That's all. But yeah, I think that's good for the layout. I think that's a decent look. One thing I might want to do though is maybe add a little underline to the header. BC header. Border bottom. Solid. Except I want that to go all the way across. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Yeah, I'll take this. Another thing is, what if I remove the button? Inspect button. Okay, so that changes the height though. So what's the height of the button? 45. Button height. Where's computed height? Let me find height. Oh. Oh, but that height is only 16. So where does the height come from? $45. So it's that plus it's. So this has padding. So if this was some other icon. So hold on. Some icons are bigger than others. So what if I find bigger icon? It's like 12 and 16 pixels. So it's just the icon size plus the padding of the button, isn't it? That's where you get your height. Because I want there to not be a button if the container is a bottom level container. And what happens is when you fetch containers, I want to have it include how many children containers there are. So it knows whether or not to render a button at all. And won't render a button if there are no other containers to load. This isn't. So, button. So where's it getting that padding from then, anyway? I like how it doesn't bring you to what you clicked on. Padding, 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 padding. Oh, here we go. Button. 0.6, 1.2. So... 45.9. Height. $48. $44.8. 46.39, that's reasonable. 2.9 REM? 2.9 REM. Okay, so I will go here. There. No. Wait. And that way, if a button is removed, yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's it for the styles. So let's commit that, because that's a pretty good stopping point, and I don't want to lose it. And then we'll spend the next hour 20 working on actually fetching containers. But I think that's it for the container UI layout, at least. Okay. Okay, so that's the layout. Layout is done. Lose that. So, what we want to do is get our container models elsewhere. Might want to have a refresh button up top too, but cross that bridge when we get to it. So, and some way to trigger a refresh when you create a container. Oh, and a add containers button up top. Yeah, because that's how we'd add our top level containers. Yeah. So, we have our container model. We need a container service. Okay, so copy path, new file, container. Should that be singular or plural? I think it's plural. Okay, let's get our copyright notice. It's Ruby. Yeah. Containers, controller. Okay. So, async function. That's response. Just do that. Container service. So, async function get containers. I just want to see how these were named in log real quick. Okay, so articles service. Yes, fetch all articles, fetch article. Fetch all, fetch, create, update, delete. Yeah, we're gonna continue with that naming convention. So, fetch containers. Okay. Parent string equals. I'm pretty sure it's that. Yeah. Yeah, I let the red squigglies distract me. I need to set up the containers API URL. the containers, get containers, containers ID. Be one container. So let's go to our. Okay, has users. Users permissions. Okay, so B. Okay. Now we go to constants. Okay, has login, sign up, logout users. Test. Okay. Const token. Const response equals await fetch. Now, for some things I have creator SG error. Yeah. Fetch. Okay. Venus API URL. Not response. Okay. Return response.json. If not response.okay. Throw. Error. Text. Dot. Consult. So there's that. So now nav.tsx, use effect. Okay. Next. Fetch containers. Fetch containers. Okay. Oh, okay, so I did do that. It's like, where did those lines go? Okay, I did delete them. Alright, so fetch containers. So yeah, so admin load users. Okay, try let data equals. Okay. 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 So, uh, okay, and then alright, so here we go. We have a fetch call to our API. It takes the data. It will check that the data is properly formatted, and then it will loop through the containers in the data, build the strict container model, the strictly typed container model from the raw data, push it to an array, and then set the containers to that array. Standard get. Okay, so we can't get the containers. Action. So containers controller didn't work. Syntax error unexpected, comma. Hmm. $64. Set container. If params action dot in. Okay, so set container. Okay. Um. Hmm. 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 Testing routes. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, hold on. Need to see something. Books. Keys. Ratings. Books of those that each rate ratings. 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 Slash 0. Okay, so rams equals hash dot new params action equals expecting string. Okay. Include. Oh, so that's backwards. True, which makes sense. There really wouldn't be an in function on random things that then you reference an array. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was even a thing. That wouldn't even make sense for that to be a thing, and that should be an array. The hell was I smoking when I wrote this? This is nonsense. This is gibberish, actually. Ah, for Christ's sake. Yeah, this is total gibberish. Now it makes sense. Right? It makes sense that an array would have a function include, but why the hell would any non-array object have an in function that then expects an array of that type? That's preposterous. Okay, so let's look for other examples of in, because that's, yeah. Subcategories. That's like really ridiculous, and I need to. Why would I even think that was valid syntax? Yeah, okay. Nonsense. Right. Mm. We'll just slip a funny one in there because it is a personal project. Never, ever, ever write a commit message like that for in a professional setting, but this is a personal project. It's funny. We're just gonna leave that in there. There's your reading commit message. Normal. Yeah. Implemented this. Fixed that. Corrected bug. Clean up remnants of a bad drug trip. What? Quad scriptsy. Okay, so. Okay. Now. Yeah, sure. It's because my token is outdated. I still have to address that as a thing. Okay. In theory, that should have loaded my containers. It, however, did not. So... Okay. Let's go ahead and... Nope, not get extensions. God damn it. God damn you, no. Fiddler. Okay. We receive data. Containers. So, let us debug. Oh no, there they are. Closet and cookie jar. Okay, so we got a closet and a cookie jar. Nice. So it works. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. So, now let's go here. And instead of fudging our containers, okay, we gotta add a little code documentation. Okay. 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 Just wanna... Where are my containers? Okay. What do you mean unauthorized? Okay. Okay, headers. Authorization is blank. Why is it blank? Am I calling too fast? So when I log in, right? Okay, so dashboard. Okay, so redirect to dashboard when logged in as is set, right? set logged in as, when this is successful. And during login, of course, we're setting the token. So we set the token in local storage, then we return true. Okay, so the token should be in local storage. We return true. Then oh. Exclude routes. Location. Path name. Okay. Yeah. Whenever that changes, we're gonna wanna, and also don't bother calling. If you don't even have a token, then don't bother calling. Ha! Beautiful. Yeah, so that was the issue, is that this technically already exists before you log in, right? So this was being called before you even log in. Then when you log in, you know, it's already called and already failed. It's not worth it. You know, it's not going to work. But now I have it try again whenever the location is changed. And this way, as you navigate through the UI, it'll just refresh this automatically as you go. So that's nice. But yeah. Which makes me wonder if it'll... Yeah. Accordion. Now we're ready. For what? Well, of course, where is it? Where is the button? We're ready for is accordion active? Event key. Left nav. So, use effect. So we're not using use effect here for set children. Instead, we're going to have const fetch children equals async function, and you can do one of those. Cons is accordion key active. Data.id. Okay. If not accordion key, turn, and we just do that. Okay. And then otherwise we do bat business. Try let data equals fetch all containers data.id if response set children container model container data container data container data.id container data data equals data.containers data containers. Okay, so okay. Oh, hold on. Invalid hook call. Hooks can only be called inside the body of a function. What are you talking about? Might have mismatching versions of React and renders. It's just what are you talking about? Invalid hook call. Okay, what if I don't do that? Okay, so that's what it didn't like. Okay. So containers so where's our context where toggle? Callback is a function. Use accordion button. And event handler. So event handler. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, here's the thing. Pagination container service. No. Use accordion button. Function. Unclick event handler. Use accordion button. Something else. But click children. Custom, custom toggle. Totally custom. Totally custom. But that is, yeah. Yeah, it's not passing the callback to accordion button. It's passing this whole function which calls the callback. So what's the issue really? Promise that invalid hook call. Invalid hook call. Hmm. Here, just convert the allowance class component to a functional component. Oh, maybe that's the issue? Oh, because inside here I'm calling this. Yeah. So I bet if I called active. Well, for now, if I get rid of this, it should just work. It'll just redundantly load. And why isn't it calling the virtual containers? Oh. Article. Where is articles? Fetch. Service. Article service. Yeah. Well, it sort of works. Okay, so let's parent equals. I guess at least it's not yielding a 500. Constant. No, not constant. Continue service. Parent equals. So. You notice it's loading though every time. I want to fix that. I want to remove the redundant loading. But right now it works. Doesn't it? That should be dashboard. That link then in navbar. So let's go to navbar. And it's right back to dashboard. That's annoying. It's weird that it would reload like that, because I would want to be able to keep my state though, regard to what's open. Why does this in particular refresh the page? That's what I don't get. Oh, because it's an href, not a router DOM link. That's the difference. So this is a proper hyperlink. But this is a React router DOM link. But yeah, look at all these nice little containers I got. This It's coming together nicely. Can now navigate our containers. Load our containers. Just want to finish a couple little things though before I call this perfect. I need to not refresh when it's closing. Refresh when it's open. Yes, the issue is I bet because it's an async, I can't do that. But let's see. What if call back refresh. Refresh. Is key active? If is accordion key active? D. Fetch children. So a non-async function. Okay, why is there an error? What's the issue? What the hell are you on about? What's the problem? Where's the actual error though? Oh. Function component. Const is accordion key active. Const. I don't think that would affect it, but I still want to put things like that up top for organization's sake. So, here's what's happening. So when you click the button, it calls that. That calls the callback and use accordion button. Around the time it calls the callback, it also is setting the state. So the state will update here and there, and I also wonder if there's a way I can just fetch from the button. Context. So now it should work in the right order. Now it doesn't call on collapse. Okay. So far, so good. And it doesn't make redundant calls. It only calls when you expand, not when you collapse. So. Yeah, actually remove that. Yeah, I'll leave it. Event key. Change nothing. Function to fetch child containers. It's already active. We don't need to. Okay. I better not do that anymore now. That's debug code. Okay. So one last thing. If a container doesn't have children, don't give me a button. So containers controller index. Okay. Um, oh, hold on. Be a dot map. Dot map. User. Dot map. Container. Alright. Children 0, left side. Left side, middle section. Okay. Nice. Alright. Containers.service, containers.model, container model. No, it really is just number, isn't it? Okay, fine, number. Use it, Boris. Okay. Now. Now. And just like that, it works. I also kind of want to add a little count. Maybe. Okay, context for toggle. Margin left little. And that was why I made the header a constant height, because there wouldn't always be a button there to create the height. So now we have fully working container navigation. Look at that, it's really starting to come together. Really is something now. And we're already loading some of our resources. Already starting to look like an actual application that does something. So, yeah, I think that's pretty damn good for tonight. We'll call it there. Figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow.